welcome to my channel. My name is Amy and I have got a small Teemu haul for you today. And then I've got some crafty stuff to show you, and then we will end with our nostalgic TV trivia like we have come to enjoy. So let's haul. So this first thing from Teemu, local warehouse. Let's not dox myself. I have ordered these before, but I ordered them originally from Teemu multiple times and I really like them. I am not sure if now they're only available in local warehouse, but when I was looking to buy these, that's kind of all I was finding. So I went ahead and did it because it was a comparable price to Walmart. However, these are different. I don't know. I don't even know if you can find these at Walmart. Well, what is it? So it is underwear, period underwear, which I know it's weird to show underwear on these videos, but these, obviously, if you have a family with girls in your family, this has become very popular for them, and I don't mind admitting that I like them as well, and these are for me. But they're also good for if you have slight incontinence issues, which if you've had children, it's not very hard to imagine that you might have on occasion incontinence issues. I fortunately only really have to deal with that if I have a horrible chest cold that causes a lot of coughing, which is too much information for you, but there, I've said it. So this is a set of 6, and so you get 6 different colors, and I think there was an option of a few different color combinations, maybe, I don't know. But let's pull out the let's just pull out the purple ones. So they look like this, and then they've got this liner that goes all the way up in the back, and then almost all the way up in the front. And you can still, I mean, if you're, how detailed do we want to get on here? You can still wear this with pads and panty liners and all that kind of stuff, but this might just give you a little bit extra confidence when you go out. So it's a set of 6. It is a kind of a mesh style, which has become very popular. Teemu does have pure, I guess I don't know if they're cotton. I think they're cotton, but they do have non-mesh ones, but I did not like those. I like the stretchability, I guess. But yeah, so they do have, and they have all different shapes. You know how there's different shapes for underwear. So, all right. So let me get those put back in this bag just so they stay clean before I get them into my drawer. All right, those, I didn't even get my Teemu order up. Are we surprised? No. Oh, I'm tired of this gift calendar on Teemu, you guys. Have any of you had any? I don't know. I didn't research like how the gift calendar actually works, but I feel like you had to make a whole lot of orders in order to get the full reward from the gift calendar. So I have not been doing the gift calendar, even though it pops up every single time I come in here. All right. The underwear, I paid $14.66 for 6 pairs, but it was local warehouse, so that would have been an extra $2.99. So, and I very rarely get price adjustments for the local warehouse items, which makes sense because places like Walmart aren't changing their prices every other day like Teemu does. But it was a 6-piece plus size elegant women's period panties. They are soft, I will agree. They come in sizes 0XL to 8XL. So if you're interested, give that a look. All right, next. You guys, it's so cold here. Next, okay, well, this is a Crafty item. I haven't bought Crafty items on Teemu for quite a while, but this whole working on my mystery box kind of stirred up that desire again. So, and Peter Rabbit is one of my favorite, it was one of my favorite books as a kid, but I'm going to admit that I don't remember the story at all. I just remember, I just have such fond memories when I think about reading that little book. So, and Peter Rabbit, all of Beatrix Potter's, that whole thing is in public domain now. So there's a lot of people that take those images and reuse them. These are postcards, as it says up here, but they're designed to be vintage, but they're kind of glossy, but they're cute. They all have the same border. Well, I guess that's not a good example. They all, like, see how they all have the same kind of corner over here? So I think, you know, whoever was creating the digital images for this kind of used the same border putting in there. But you get 12, and there were not any repeats. But they're so cute. I kind of wish that we were still a society that did postcards like they did in the olden days. But I really love vintage postcards, but they're so expensive. So this was just kind of a nice knockoff. Kids would probably, like, you could put a little note on one of these in your Easter basket. It also came with stickers. Okay, well, I don't know what direction, but you get 2 sheets of ones that look like this and ones that look like this. So nice. But you can find all kinds of postcards on Teemu. So yeah, so I kind of, when I burnt out on crafting, I stopped ordering any Teemu craft items, but I do recognize I have a lot of viewers that like to craft. So you might still like seeing craft items. And I do, in my mystery box, have a couple of new things. So something like that could show up in a mystery box, I guess is what I'm saying. But my mystery boxes are, a majority of it is vintage products. Okay. Let me find the other delivered order. Here it is. And I paid $3.29. I got one price adjustment. It says it's a 52-piece set, but that's because of all the stickers. You're only getting 12 postcards. And it was I didn't point out, but it was kind of a thick cardboard. And it's currently $2.84, and it's called Garden Bunny. All right, so I realized in here, there's something in here that I need a prop for, and I'm trying to figure out if I already took that prop back upstairs, which I should have. I think I did, so I may have to piece these together so I can show it, but we'll do that last, I guess. So next, this is one of my Teemu Circle gifts for this month. I don't get good options for my free Temu Circle gifts. I mean, it's free, so why am I complaining? But it's really not free. I've paid for this, you know, it's not free to be Temu Circle. So I don't know if I'm getting my value's worth out of the free gifts, but I do get my value back in cash back. But I ordered these earrings. I thought those were really pretty and would be, you know, nice and sparkly. And they have this kind of a back, which is nice. And they are mirrored. Yay! I always like when they're mirrored so that it can, I don't know. I just feel like all earrings should be mirrored. I don't want my birds both looking the same way when it's birds kind of thing. I know I'm weird. Okay, well, I didn't pay anything for these because like I said, it was my free gift. But these are, oh, they're actually $9.25 sterling, which is nice. It means they will not tarnish quite as quickly. They'll tarnish eventually when that wears off, but really probably not on earrings. It's not like rings. It's not the same as rings, so they'll probably last a nice period of time unless the stones fall out. But anyway, $9.25 sterling silver earring teardrop studs. And you can get them in silver like I did or gold. And they retail for $1.41. And they are rhinestones, is what it says. All right, the next order, or the next item in this, my other free item, I don't think I like. I think it's a little too gaudy for my taste. Which I shouldn't say it that way, because if somebody out there, if one of you out there likes it, I don't want to say it's gaudy. It's just a little too maybe bold for me. But it is a ring. So I finally got to the point where I replaced my last wedding ring that I've been wearing, and I've put this one on, but this one's too big. So I need to get a guard on it, except that it's 2-piece and my guards aren't that big. So yada, yada, yada. But this is the Teemu ring I'm wearing right now. I've got some better ones coming in the mail. I thought this was going to be one of those better ones, but I'll tell you why I don't like it. But first, let's look at it from this direction. So it's sparkly. Gabby's like, why would anybody want a ring that sparkly? And I'm like, why wouldn't you want a ring that sparkly? I mean, if it's going to look like diamonds, why not? So it looks okay. The diamonds, I'm just going to call them diamonds, but we know they're not. The diamonds on the side are kind of bigger than what I've been wearing lately. And they surround, you know, the center stone. But look at this, you guys. Why are the prongs so much higher than the stone? Like, that makes it look like when you're looking at it like this, like the stone's missing. Like, why didn't they curve them? Why didn't they curve them? Like, is that a designer choice to do it like that? But from the side, aside from that, it's a pretty, I like rings that are set up like that. So this is what it looks like on, but this looks a little bit too, maybe ostentatious is a better word. Like, to me, this is obviously fake. I feel like perhaps someone might think that this is real. Probably not, but might. But I feel like this would be like, oh, that's definitely fake. But it was free. But like I said, I like how it stands up. It would catch on a lot of stuff probably. But I got it in a size 7, but because it's so freaking cold, you guys, it was 0 degrees this morning, literally 0. And right now it's 4 degrees, real feel 5. Now this is my lunch break, so it's middle of the day, which should be almost the warmest part of the day, but no. So yeah, so all my rings are feeling a little too big, but I'm probably am getting to a point where I could start ordering 6s, but I'm really probably more of a 6.5. But this ring it only comes in silver, but it's available in sizes 5 through 11. And it's a one-piece elegant luxury style synthetic gemstone engagement ring. Classic silvery tone alloy for women with perfect for daily wear and wedding, Christmas, all season gift. So there you have it. And it retails today for $1.50. All right. So I only have a couple of Temu things left, you guys, because I knew I was going to do a little craft segment on this, and I'm on my lunch break. So again, I apologize, but I got to take the time when I can get it, right? So next I've got this sweater. Now I told you guys that I had ordered a sweater that was printed, and I knew it was printed, unlike the sweater I got before that I thought was actually different colored yarn. But this one I knew was printed, but it still looked pretty. So I thought I would chance it, and it's got a big piece of moisture. Wow, that's a big piece for Temu. Big piece of moisture wicking paper. And then here it is. Perhaps you've seen these. They have a lot of these on Temu right now. But this one, okay, so compared to that other printed sweater that I got, which I did send back, this one's actually, I like this one. I like coral. Corals or salmon are one of my favorite colors. I like all of these colors. It makes me feel a little bit springy. So I think that this will be nice. It's got just a lot of good colors in it. And it's a very soft, because it's kind of fuzzy, a fuzzy kind of sweater. And it seems to be printed well, all things considered. One thing about when they print these is they're able to be kind of seamless with the sleeves and how the sleeve matches. So, because they've sewn it together before they print it. So I do really like that, because we've seen stuff on Temu where whenever there's a seam, the pattern is askew, and that's why it's cheaper and stuff. So this one seems to have a nice, it's nice. So I think because there were, as long as it fits okay, there were some others on there that I really wanted to. And I guess let me point out, brown buttons, but a little bit different. And in this case, they kind of go okay because of the darker. But yeah, I really like this. Now, here's an interesting thing. On the inside, the print is, that's interesting. So it's only printed in the part that shows, which, so that's funny, right? But it did have a seam, even though it matches over here. So that's interesting. But that part doesn't show. So yeah, I'm really happy with that sweater. And like I said, there were several of those that I wanted, and I just picked that one to give it a try. But so now I'm probably going to go back and look to see what the others, but what did it cost, I guess, would be another factor. I'm going to have to move that because it's going to slide all my stuff around. I paid $15.90. That seems like a good price. I got 2 price adjustments. And I got size XL. I'm trying to kind of size down a little bit. And it kind of looked baggy on the model, so I thought maybe it would be a little bit baggier, but I guess we'll see. But it comes in sizes small to XXL, and it's $15.70 right now. It's funny though, on the, oh no, that's where the buttons are. That's really the only place you would have, you know, variation, because it's where it was separated. So yeah, I really like that. So it was a 3D printed flower open cardigan. Well, wait, this one doesn't say 3D. This one says women's lightweight floral print cardigan. So you could just look up print cardigan if you wanted to see some other examples of what they've got. Okay, this last item, I do need to run up and get something from upstairs, so I'm gonna stop this and I will be right back. All right, so my next and final Temu item, sorry guys, that's all that came in the bag, is for my Stanley Cup dupe. If you may remember, I ordered a circle cup adapter, I don't know what you call it, to go on the Stanley Cup, but it required that you still had an actual circle lid, which means you would have to buy the circle system. And I was kind of trying to make it so I didn't have to buy the bottle, even though I already have the bottle. But for those of you that don't have the circle bottle already, I wanted to know if there was a way that you could just buy the circle cartridges and use them with your Stanley Cup, which you can, supposedly. So I ordered this one as a replacement for the other one. So let me, once again, with my son's Stanley and his capybaras, I think. All right, so this, okay, it's not a screw top, it's probably just a push top. Yeah. All right, so that feels pretty secure. And then let's take out, I guess you'd put your placement of this wherever it makes the most sense. It wouldn't make sense for me to do it like that, but be smarter than me. Then you take your circle one, and I don't know if there's knockoffs, but Walmart carries these. I'm sure Target and stuff does too. And of course you can buy circle on their website. And if you're not familiar, if you didn't see my other video, these circle cartridges are a way to flavor your water. And what's great about them is that they have a dial here, which says right now X, but you turn this dial to, and it gives you different numbers, which is how strong the flavor would be. And then you fill your vessel with water, and then you get it on whatever setting you want, and then you just drink. You drink out of here. And as the water is coming through here, it's flavored. So obviously, depending on how flavorful you want your water determines how long this would last. But it looks like this is just popping on as well. The original circle bottle, this would screw in, but this one is just, okay, it's pretty, Like, it doesn't feel like it's going to go anywhere, and because of what it's made out of, it doesn't feel like it would leak. And so there you go. I should have filled this with water, shouldn't I? And then tried it to see if it was going to spill all over my sweater, which I keep wearing this because this is warm. So I'm sorry I keep having the same thing. It's like different shirts, although I did wear this shirt yesterday, but well, whatever. It's the winter. I'm not going anywhere. So yeah. So I think that will be exactly what I was hoping for. So if you're looking to, especially in this new year, you know, people always go through and want to get healthier in the new year. This might be a way for you to do that. Just out of curiosity. So 0 calories, no sugar, no artificial flavors, no artificial colors. So yeah, you might enjoy this. So I just figured if you've already invested in your Stanley cup, save yourself the circle mug investment and just get this. I paid only $5.45 for that, and I got a price adjustment. And it comes in white, green, pink, blue, and light blue, and it's currently $5.03. But it is specifically for the 40-ounce. So I wouldn't necessarily trust it on anything that's not a Stanley cup or a Stanley cup dupe, because the diameter, that's what it works with. So, oh, it's also, hold on. Okay, there is, okay, I thought they were in the video trying to act like you could pin this down to this, but no, this is just an air hole. But let me just make sure. Yeah, okay, he wasn't getting the lid to stay open either. So on the real circle, you can push this down over this and, oh, okay, well, you can still do that. That way it stays open, or you can close it. So, all right. Well, that was it for the Teemu haul for today. I will have links to these products posted in the description below. Before you go, if you're not staying for the rest, my daughter Gracie does have a fundraiser going on right now to benefit her band program at school. You know how it is with school funding anymore. There's very little money for the arts, and she has been involved with band ever since 4th grade, and she loves being in marching band, concert. Actually, no, she's not in concert band. She's in symphonic band and jazz band. And so this is just one of their annual fundraisers. So she asked if I'd be willing to share that with you guys, and I said sure. So I will have that probably pinned as a comment below. So if you're interested, I think the fundraiser, I think it's for popcorn. So if you like popcorn, but they may have other things available, and you just order it online and it ships to you. It's not like the fundraisers of old where the parents had to deliver everything. But it probably is only in the States, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, if you consider that, thank you. We appreciate that, or her school will appreciate that. All right, so next, let's do crafty stuff. So I posted that I finally got my mystery box up listed on my Etsy shop, which my Etsy shop is listed below as well in the description. So I just thought I would do a quick run through, because like I said, I'm on my lunch break, but I thought some of you that are crafty, you might just enjoy looking at the items, not necessarily that you're wanting to buy one of these boxes, but there's 10 of them that are for sale. But I thought I'd give you or show you what's in here. So of course I get my coupon code. Look how cute that is. I have this posted all over my Etsy shop, so it's not any kind of secret that I have those deals on everything in the shop all the time. And then I was able to get QR codes for my Etsy shop, and $1 from every one of these boxes goes to my goat donation fund. But if people wanted to just buy a goat on their own, I've got the code for that too. All right, so the actual one, when it goes out, I got to thinking, crud, this is all paper stuff. What happens if the box gets in the rain? Because even though I'm going to tape it up and everything, what's going to happen? So what I decided is all these Teemu bags that I get, right? These plastic Teemu bags, I'm cutting off the zipper pull thing because it doesn't fold. And then this stuff will get wrapped in one of those. So it'll be inside one of those inside the box. So hopefully that protects it from any weather elements. But it gets wrapped. I've got some rice paper that you can dye, you can just use as is, but it's a pretty decent size of rice paper, and it is the rice paper that I got from Teemu. I will just say that. And then inside, I'm opening this like this is what it'll look like for you guys, but it'll be in the plastic, but it's full of goodies. So first, I have a set of digitals that I created a while ago. I don't have them in my shop at the moment. I have them in a different shop and I need to get it transferred. So if for some reason you're interested in this particular item a la carte and you don't see it in my shop, let me know and that'll kind of force me to get it over into my shop quicker. But I created a whole set of vintage cigarette cards of birds. Now, these are who they are, but I modified it. So now it's copyright. These are copyrighted by me. Well, actually, so this is back when I was doing my Crafty thing, my Narrowgate 88 creates. But anyway, I've got 4 different, so a sheet of these would have had all of the same bird, but I cut them up. So each box gets 4 different birds. They vary, but I love these cigarette cards. So anyway, I tried to make them look like stamps, right? So you get those. And then there's some other items in here that I also sell a la carte. I really like flowers, so I do tend to have a lot of flowers, but I really like these. These are in the These are in the shop a la carte. I love these for like seed packets, that kind of thing. And some of them are double-sided, but some are not. And then another thing that is also a la carte on my shop are these. These would make great journaling cards, you know, put some paper on the back for people to journal on, but they're just nice. And some of these are also double-sided and some are not. And another item that's also a la carte, more flowers. These are older, vintage. You know, the papers have started to color, but it's got a nice little writing spot. So these would make good journaling cards too. Or you could cut them out and collage with them. And I mean, it works for more than just journaling. And then there's 2 other items that are also available a la carte. And that are these really cool old train images with this great kind of paper edge that a lot of people like to use. I do also have a listing that's got train diagrams. like the architectural diagram of trains. So, which might be more interesting than the pictures, but I love these old-timey pictures. And then, of course, who doesn't like some authentic journaling or ledger paper? So there's a page that's got, these are from the late 40s, early 50s. And then there's also and it's got authentic staining, but there's 2 sheets of that. So this is also available a la carte. But then the rest of these things are unique to the kit. And they're unique across the kits too, unless it's something like this. You know, well, there won't be another Queen of Spades, but this particular card will be in the other kits. But we've got a lot of different kinds of book page. When I am curating things, I really like the stuff that has all these like kind of images. I like traditional book page too, but I really like the variety of stuff. So when I find things like that, I kind of hop on it. And like here we've got some German, and you'll see sometimes you're going to get just pages. Sometimes you'll get folios, which is a folded page, and sometimes you might get a signature, which would be multiple folios. But there's a total of 80 different things in this box, but some things have multiple pieces, so you're getting more than 80. But we've got some German. I also really like getting foreign language book page. We've got some music, nice music book page, or I guess music page. Who doesn't like bingo cards? And this one is kind of unique. Handwriting sheet. But see what I mean? Like this kind of stuff. I love that stuff. More. Oh, this is German music. A couple pages of that. And then we've got, okay, we do have some new things. So just because they were different and unique, so that was a new item. This item you might recognize from Teemu, but I still love it, and it gives you some variety in color. It's also going to have another strip of this rice paper because I had to cut it down to fit it in the box, so there's just the extra. And then I love all of these like field guides for birds and whatever. It's got a page of this super delicate, super old Chinese, Taiwanese. Like if you hold this up to your phone with the Google translator, it'll read it for you. And it's like the Romance Kingdom or something. I can't remember what the name of the book is, but I love that. I love the color of the paper and just the decoration of it. And then we've got, you know, some like flashcards kind of thing. And some different, here's part of a street guide. Oh, and we love these, some of the old, never used grocery stamps. Some great book pages for fussy cutting. And then just some general kind of game pieces. Like this one has multiple birds on it, but some of these have just a single bird. But it's also good, like it's a thick cardstock. So even if you didn't like this, you could, you know, repurpose it, collage it, whatever. Butterflies make great bookmarks or, you know, whatever. I also do have a few sewing notions kind of things in here. And again, some more kind of typewritten paper. We love that. And like some of these have some cool images, and it's got a great color. And then just some artwork. I had to be kind of careful with this one because this one had some artwork that had nudes in it, and I was like, I probably shouldn't put nudes in my mystery box. But then we've also got some good like kids book pages. I always love those because you could, you know, cut this out, or you could fold this and make an envelope or a tuck spot with these. So you get several pages in this one. And I do really love trains. I had my great-grandfather, two of my great-grandfathers worked on two different trains in Indiana. So I love these kind of things. And the size, I like having a variety of sizes to put together. And then who doesn't want some vintage Monopoly money? And I do actually have these in my shop a la carte, some vintage prescription. Now this guy is not in business anymore, but, and I'm not giving you the carbon, but the paper that goes behind it is useful. I do randomly have some little wooden buttons that came from Teemu, and some more children's book page with some vibrant colors. I was thinking that these were still connected, but nope, just two separate pages. And back when they didn't have calculators, and so they had books that had all of the calculations in them. But yeah, I think that stuff's so fun. Vintage recipes. Oh, this was fun. This came from a it was like a high school contact book, and somebody had typed out multiple times, I'm assuming, but had typed out the senior class or maybe the junior and senior class and their phone numbers at the time. Look at that. And so you get a couple pieces from that. Some more German book page. So you guys, nobody may ever buy these things, but I can't tell you how fun it was to put it together and to curate these things. Now this came from my mom. So a couple years ago at Christmas, I mean, she was already had Alzheimer's by that point in time, so she wasn't doing any crafting. She used to cross stitch a lot. So she had some cross stitch books. This one's from 1984. And so I added that in. And then I found this bingo game, which is like a kid's bingo for time, which I thought was different. And you also get one of the pieces for it. And we all, well, I like cards. So you get 3 cards like that. And I found an old VCR game. I played Clue, the VCR game, in the late 80s. And I don't know if you've ever played a VCR game. It was kind of wild because it was like a movie sort of, but in a game. And so you'd have to pause and kind of figure things out. Well, I found a different VCR game. I don't even know what this one's called, but it got some cards from it. This kind of card was also from it. Money from it. And then we've got some super old dictionary page. Look at the patina on that. Is patina the right word? I don't know. And then some, who doesn't like tickets? Well, these are Teemu ticket circle stickers. So adding that in. I love birds. I love bird eggs. some more Chinese book page. Oh, now I really love the golden nature guides are my favorite. And you can, they did them in trees, birds, butterflies, reptiles. I mean, like a whole host of things. And I have a lot of these a la carte on my shop too, but I love these. They're, I've got ones as old as the 50s, I think, and then some as new as the 80s, but all that is considered vintage. Anything older than 20 years is vintage. Anything older than 100 years is antique. And so I love these. Like, I can't get enough of these, you guys. And then we've got some Robert Frost poetry, but really it's, I just love the color of the paper and the size of the paper more so than not. Some more, okay, well, this is from a Girl Scout Juniors book. So I thought that was neat. And here's a couple, or a folio from a Greg's shorthand book, which again, it's got great coloring on the pages. And this, I think, was from like a Ford Almanac from the 50s, I think. But, you know, I mean, all these pages are different, and I'm showing you only one example, but they've got, you know, cool stuff that you can cut out and have fun with. And here's a page from a vintage magazine, just with some different, I love, anytime you can find vintage advertisements, I love it. Now, I will say that while I was sick this weekend, Jason took the kids out and I said, are you willing to do a scavenger hunt for me? And I was like, I challenge you to each get me 3 books-ish, you know, or something like that. And whoever picks out the best one, I'm going to give $5 to. Well, Jason found some Saturday Evening Post magazines from 1946. And those are phenomenal. So I have a new listing in my shop too, if you're interested in that. You get 3 pages, because that's how much I can mail for a stamp. 3 pages, and there's some awesome advertisements in that. All right, then we have some more street directory, only you get map and street guide. Again, some kind of different colors to work with. You guys, I'm having so much fun, and you may all be like, there may not be anybody still watching, but I'm having so much fun. I love this stuff. Why? I really wish that I loved actually making the journals, but I don't. I love buying the stuff and putting it together. So this one, of course, there is natural wear and tear for the age, but I thought this one had some cool pictures. This is about ready to fall over. Let me move this. Don't worry, I'll make sure it all gets put back in the box. Another kind of vintage recipe card. A couple of pages with some great things for fussy cutting. This one, in this case, there's one for mushrooms and trees. Oh, and then part of a old calendar, which you can't tell from this. So this would be more like the advertisement piece of it. I think that was from the 70s, the mid 70s. Some of the kits, and you won't be able to choose, you won't know, but some of the kits, just so you know, have the date parts of the date. All right, then there's some more, these are illustrated, these were from Illustrated Classics books, but they've got great images. It's great color of the paper, great for collaging, all that kind of stuff. So there was Oliver Twist and Last of the Mohicans. 3 pages from each, and most of them have a picture on one side. Another card from a game. Another kind of identification thing. And some of you may be like, oh man, I don't like bugs. Well, then you can just collage over it. This one is Italian sonnets, I think. Another kind of ID kind of card. A vintage gin rummy score sheet with the great stuff up here. Some more golden nature books for birds. This one, sorry, this one I think was also a golden nature book, and I guess from fishing. Kind of different. And then this one might have been from the insects or butterflies. I can't remember. This one was maybe mammals. Yeah, mammals. And we've got an authentic Ritz grape soda sticker, like never put on a can. Now these had a little bit of, you know, wear and tear on them too, but I thought that was cool. And it's made in St. Louis. And then for those of you that maybe this is more your style, we've got some kind of glossier book page from Niagara Falls. And then a piece of really old kind of vintage map. I love the colors on that. I think this was maybe a cookbook. Kind of looks like that. Healthful Living, Battle Creek Diet System. I thought this was interesting too. So this was maps of, I'm trying to tell if these were train routes maybe. But I thought that was cool. I keep saying that, but I think all this stuff is cool. This was from some kind of a student handbook, I think. But I liked the purple kind of type. And then another used grocery stamp sheet. I do have grocery stamp things in my shop a la carte too. Some more just colorful children's book page. These were from Teemu map pages. Just some kind of random floral decorating. And then we've only got 2 more things. This was from a vintage dictionary, so it's got some great pictures, and you're getting a folio. And then last, this is from a vintage encyclopedia, I guess. So if you like your old-timey pictures of people, so yeah, so there we have it. Thank you for kind of putting up with me while I showed that. I was trying to decide if I should like create videos of these things on my Junk for Goats YouTube channel, but I wouldn't have any viewers over there, so I'd have to link to it in my shop, and I just figured it would be fun to just show you guys. So thanks for watching that. Hopefully that gets your creative juices flowing if you're a creator, crafter kind of person out there. And once again, if anybody happened to buy a box, that's awesome and fantastic, and I would be very grateful. But this is not, it was not designed to sell you. I really was wanting to show the crafty things because I just love all the crafty stuff. All right, so last but not least is our nostalgic. See, that's the thing. I love nostalgia, and that's what all of this makes me feel. But nostalgic TV trivia. All right, let's hope this card is better than yesterday's, because yesterday's I did not do well at all. All right, question number 1. In what park does Yogi Bear live? Well, we have a park with this name very close to where I live, at least in this county where I live, funnily enough. So I think I will get that answer right. What city was the setting for Studs Lonigan? What type of TV show was Wait Till Your Father Gets Home? Which network first telecast harness racing on May 27th, 1949? That's interesting. Who played Johnny Lancer on Lancer? What was Al Molinaro's name in The Odd Couple? Who portrayed Rhoda's husband, Joe, on Rhoda? What orchestra played for the Red Skelton Show? Okay, well, this card is not really much better. Maybe a little bit better. I might get, I don't know. All right, in what park does Yogi Bear live? Well, I think that's Jellystone. And if it's not, then I'm going to feel really silly. But we have a Jellystone Park in Eureka, Missouri, I think. And I think it's got a lot of Yogi Bear stuff. But I've never gone there. It's kind of, it's very close to Six Flags. So I think sometimes people stay there while they do Six Flags. But they have their own kind of stuff there too, I think. I don't know. What city was the setting for Studs Lonigan? I have no idea. What type of TV show was Wait Till Your Father Gets Home? Well, I feel like I want to say game show, but that sounds ridiculous. So I don't know. Was it just a normal sitcom? That seems weird. Which network first telecast harness racing in 1949? I don't know, so I'm going to just guess one of the 3 main networks and say NBC. The town I used to live in, Lincoln, Illinois, they always had harness racing at their county fair. And I knew a lot of people that really enjoyed watching harness racing. So who played Johnny Lancer on Lancer? I do not know. What was Al Molinaro's name in The Odd Couple? Okay, well, Al Molinaro, he was the guy, wasn't he also on Happy Days? Was he the original chef on Happy Days? Or was he the replacement? But on The Odd Couple, I don't know what his name was on there. I did watch The Odd Couple. I loved The Odd Couple, actually. But I don't know what his name was. Who portrayed Rhoda's husband, Joe, on Rhoda? I also really liked Rhoda. I watched it as well. And the Mary Tyler Moore Show. And I can see the guy in my head, but I cannot think of what his name is. But he had, like, dark brown hair. Joe, you know. And what orchestra played for the Red Skelton Show? I don't even know how to come up with an orchestra name from back then. Like I want to say like the Glenn Miller Band, you know, but I don't know. I don't know. All right, so let's see how you did. So what park does Yogi Bear live in? It is Jellystone. What city was the setting for Studs Lonigan? Did you get Chicago? What type of TV show was Wait Till Your Father Gets Home? Oh, a cartoon. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that. Which network first telecast harness racing? It was NBC. Woo woo! I should have said I picked that because they always do the Olympics. So I kind of, didn't they do Battle Between the Stars? And why are they the ones that were Wide World of Sports, or was that ABC? I don't know. Okay, who played Johnny Lancer on Lancer? James Stacy. Okay. What was Al Molinaro's name on The Odd Couple? It was Murray Greshner. Okay, well, Murray makes sense. I remember Murray. Who portrayed Rhoda's husband Joe on Rhoda? It was David Groh. And what orchestra played for the Red Skelton Show? David Rose. Okay, so I got 2. So I did better than yesterday. But how did you do? All right, well, thank you so much for spending my lunch with me again today. Well, it's not going to be lunch for you because I'll have to wait till after work this evening to get this uploaded. But thank you for stopping by. If you're still here, I appreciate it. I know your time is valuable and there's so many other things that you could be doing. So thank you so much for sharing your time with me. And yeah, I just can't thank you enough for all of the support that you guys have given me, especially, you know, like when I was sick and all of the heartfelt wishes for my recovery. Thank you so much. So wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself.